Well, I guess the only exercise I'm going to get is going to be running up and down stairs to do laundry and maybe dancing.
What she said sounds about right. Welcome to... You realize you said that right as I started recording,
I
right?
did not.
Yep. Welcome to Monday. Monday?
Yeah.
Monday. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to a coronavirus update. I haven't really been updating much about this because it's not my vlog. My job to... Well, it is my vlog. It's not my job to talk about things that are way above my intelligence level in terms of health control, but what I can talk about are my experiences during which. So I live in the city of Philadelphia now, and as of 8 a.m. this morning, it's now a little after 10, we have received orders that the only people who are allowed outside are people who are walking their pets, getting food, or going to their job. That's it. Everybody else is stuck inside. No walks really for pleasure, they've said. Yeah, because the number of cases as of the last time I saw an update officially confirmed, and that's officially confirmed because you know it's going to be much higher than what is officially confirmed based on the scarcity of the tests, is 96 in the city. So, oh, did I say going to work was on that list? Because going to work is also on that list, because I've got to go to work tomorrow. I have a letter in my bag from my company that says that I am allowed to go to work, because that is the time we live in. Food delivery is allowed, food takeout is allowed, but only if you order over the phone or online. No in-person orders. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. It's a rainy day, not like there's too much of a reason to be outside anyway. It's super cold out now. Well, not super cold, but it's dropped like 40 degrees in temperature as opposed to 3 days ago.
In the words of Charles Darwin, I am doing very poorly today.
You're not even on camera. This
I
is
know.
two-sided blends. The way she looks is proof that I actually like these things now. I don't know. Alright, back to your regularly uninterrupted Animal Crossing. We open the museum now. The giant stack is gone because it's all been donated. Life moves on, I guess. I don't even know. Yep, definitely a wet, rainy, gray day. Doesn't get much wetter or rainier or grayer than this. Like, if I want to stop down to show it, I'll have to go to like F18 actually. This one stop down that far. The more you know. Yeah, it's too dark. Yay. Sorry if it's a little bit louder all of a sudden, but I'm whispering now, so yeah, because Sarah should be starting her meeting soon. Because she is working from home, I decided to use this opportunity to actually come in here and start editing the vlogs, because I haven't edited anything in a few days, and the Final Cut trial expires, I think, on Friday, so I want to make sure I'm as up-to-date as possible before that happens. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do about it expiring yet, but, well, we'll figure that one out soon, shall we? I'm gonna get to work. Actually, I take it back. My Final Cut Pro trial already expired. Which means I'm going to have to download something else. Or buy it. So I think right now, making this decision spur of the moment, I'm either going to go with Avid Media Composer first, which is their free version of the software, or I'm just going to switch to iMovie for a few days. We'll see how this works out. I'm going to try to sign in through Avid real quick and just see if it remembers me and see what we can do. Shit, I guess it has been a month. I didn't think it had been a month, but I think I was like 29th. It'll be a month on the 29th. No, that was the wedding. I was doing the vlog a little before that. It has been a little more than a month. Holy crap, the vlog's been back for a month. Not that I've been very consistent, but well, it is what it is. I'm downloading both iMovie and Media Composer for the moment. I don't even know at this point. Honestly, I'd like to just continue with Final Cut, but I just want to bang these out real quick, so let's see what happens. Okay, well, it is officially late o'clock at night now, and yes, that is the proper term that I'm going to use to describe what is going on around here. But I honestly don't remember what the last thing I updated was on the editing situation that I've been working on here. but it's been a bit of an adventure. So to backtrack, I honestly don't remember. So if I'm backtracking a little bit, I apologize. But I learned earlier today, and I do recall talking about this in the vlog, but my Final Cut trial ran out today. And I was thinking that I had an extra couple of days on it, and that was not true. So I had to make my decision basically today of what I was going to do or to try new software. But ran into a couple of issues because, well, I thought, well, I could either A, use Avid Media Composer first for a little while and just see where that gets us, and B, I could use iMovie for a little while if I need to. For a little while if I need to. I should learn to enunciate clearly. I've lost a little bit of that vlog voice apparently over the past, year and a half or so of not doing this. I have to get it back even though we're a month into this. But my ultimate decision was actually just to buy Final Cut outright today. And I'll explain a little bit why. First off, $300, like I was talking about way back when I first started doing it, that Final Cut thing is a one-time thing. I never have to buy Final Cut ever again. I've got it for life. I don't have to pay monthly. I don't have to pay yearly. The only other thing I have to pay for if I wanted is compressor, which I haven't bought it right now, and I probably will want it eventually. Because honestly, using compressor is one of the best parts of owning a Final Cut system, because you can just compress everything away and you're all good to go. I've talked a little bit before maybe about upgrading my system, but for the moment I'm satisfied with where I am. Because spec-wise, especially for the vlog videos, until I start taking on more and more corporate work, I really don't need much beyond this, because this setup seems to be working pretty well. This is where I'm getting at. And I'll show you the setup in a minute, because I actually took the time today to clean up my desk. That's one thing I did get to today, is I organized all the cards. I dumped all the vlogs from the previous couple of days, including from the earlier things on the small camera. So this angle on this camera, what you've seen in my office today, is on a fresh card on a new camera, and everything else is pretty much good to go. I only have 3 cards left here on my desk, and that's this, because these are the unfinished vlogs. I have those right here because I don't like to delete footage of things until I'm finished with them, and these 2 are my wedding photos, which I still have not finished editing. So that's all there. Did I want to be more productive today? Yes. But the editing issue kind of made it take a little bit longer than I wanted to, because I was running into issues. I was diagnosing problems for about an hour. I do recall mentioning that Sarah had a meeting at noon, which is about when I started working on it, and I decided to buy Final Cut around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because that's how long it took me of diagnosing problems. Because, well, iMovie is free because I've owned a Mac for long enough that I had it on my account. I don't know if I actually charge for it anymore. It used to be a $10 charge, but it came with my Mac, so I was able to re-download it. And I jumped in, and it took all of about 2 minutes realizing that this program just, even for the little vlog that I do, just because of the way I cut, it doesn't work the way I needed it to work. I needed a bit more powerful of a thing. And in the meanwhile, while I was working on this, I was working on trying to get Avid's Pro Tools first. They do offer Pro Tools first, not what I'm talking about. Avid's Media Composer first, which is their free version of their editing software. I was working on trying to get that running, but for whatever reason, it just decided that it didn't want to work today. And I was really trying to get things up and running today, so I just ultimately decided that it wasn't a good day to try to mess with this. So what we have is what we have. I bought Final Cut. I was really liking it anyway, and I was kind of like, I don't really want to jump back to another system again, so I said, screw it. I just bit the bullet. I bought Final Cut, so I own Final Cut again now. Honestly, I was saying before that I might put this vlog with all the other 3 Animal Crossing days so far, but honestly, this day has been very little Animal Crossing. I've only played for about half an hour total because I've been working on other things in the meantime. But let me show you my desk real quick, because I did wind up organizing all of my desk. But yeah, so this is the much improved, much cleaner setup. Yeah, it's still a little dusty over there, but what we can do. First off, if you'll notice, I switched the display and the monitor around, or my laptop and my monitor around. My display and my monitor are the same thing. This way I get more natural light, which is why it looked probably a little bit better to have the camera over here, because I was actually getting lit. My fan is not being blocked by a monitor. My speakers, because I redid all the wiring, they're on the correct sides. Because this, if you go back and watch the earlier clips, if I filmed any of my desk, this was on this side. They go around over here, and then the other one, which is the left side, was over there. So they're on the correct side now because I have the wiring correct, because only this one's powered, this one's passive over here. Yeah, my wireless charger's hooked up, but it was hooked up before. My cooling pad is still hooked up. And more importantly, as you probably noticed, we are running Final Cut. All of the footage is imported, and I actually might take a little bit to go actually edit tonight, because I still feel super behind, but my frustrations were here is another thing too. I was having a few hardware problems. You would not notice this. Some of you who have watched the old vlog might actually remember this monitor. This is my LG Ultra Wide, and it made the move over here with me, but it stopped working for I don't even know what reason after we moved here. So I basically retired it, but I noticed that it would come back every once in a while and I could use it for a while, and I do really like this monitor. I really like having an ultra wide because it gives me, like, if you look at where I'm at right now, just because I don't make complicated large timelines, it makes a lot more sense for me to have everything spread out and have a little bit more real estate along the vertical, because I'm wasting a lot of this or have more horizontal real estate because I'm wasting a lot of this vertical real estate just the way I edit. So that's why I was kind of really hoping to have that back up and running again, and it did work for like 15 minutes, and when I finally got it all working again, I went to ingest, and I went to go make lunch and a cup of tea, and I came back up here, and it decided it wasn't going to work again. So I'm giving up on that monitor, and we're just going to go with this one again, which, I mean, this one is not a bad monitor. They're both essentially 1080p resolution. It's just that one's a stretched 1080p because it's ultra wide, but I don't know. I was really hoping to use it just to have that extra, even though it's not really extra space, because they're both, you know what I'm talking about though. Like, I was just really hoping to have that monitor instead. But this one is big enough. It'll do. This one's lasted me through thick and thin. Took this one to LA with me and back. Oh well. I think I might actually try to edit a little bit tonight just to schedule a few for tomorrow while I'm at work.